Hi.
Hi.
I'm Danielle.
I'm Caitlin.
And together we're Our Time of the Month.
And today we are doing something that was requested, mainly by me, which is viral drugstore products and also just drugstore products, which a lot of you have been wanting to see. So we went and we either gathered what we already owned or went out and bought new. And we're gonna do, mine's all new, to be totally honest, because I didn't have a lot of drugstore makeup, and if I did, I wanted to try the things that I've been seeing on TikTok.
Yes.
And so that is what I tried to focus on when I went to the store. I personally went to Ulta, mainly because I noticed that a lot of the products I wanted to try were on sale, but everything here is from the drugstore section of Ulta.
And all of my stuff is from Walgreens, and I tried to do all the big drugstore brands.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
I know. So it's a first impressions.
Viral makeup, drugstore haul, first impressions, get ready with me, putting it all in one video.
Right? I mean, work smarter, not harder. I did not buy a like primer. I was looking for, there was an e.l.f. cooling.
The green one?
Yes. Primer that I wanted to find. They did not have it at the Ulta. It looked like they didn't even sell it. I probably could have ordered it online, but we don't plan far enough ahead.
Literally 12 hours.
Yeah, so yeah, the thing we did after work yesterday was go and buy drugstore products.
Yep.
Okay, so I'm just gonna go with this. So it's the NYX Bare With Me Prime Set Refresh. So it's a multitasking spray. I do have a little bit of just moisturizer on.
I'll take a couple squirts.
It's not the greatest mist.
Okay.
It does have a little, you can feel a little bit like there's a strong squirt in there.
In the center, I think.
But the rest of it feels
nice.
It smells,
Dog hair.
it smells clean.
Yes.
The product that really had me like going that I wanted to try was the COVERGIRL Clean Fresh Skin Milk. Michaela, if you are a TikTok watcher, you'll know who I mean. I actually don't know her handle, but she does a ton of drugstore makeup, and she tried this the other day, and it has terrible reviews online apparently, and she tried it and she really liked it, and it was very dewy and light and felt very, she said she felt more youthful.
Okay, she is youthful
I
because
know.
she's like 25 years old.
I know. So I thought, okay, well, if this 25-year-old can feel like a 7-year-old, I might be able to feel
like a 25-year-old.
I got two shades, one in 540 light and one in 530 fair light. I'm slightly concerned they're going to be too light.
Let me see. No, but I think that's going to be it.
Darker.
I think this is it. That looks so pink to me. So the one that I had been wanting to try, and in fact, I talked about it in a previous video, and you guys were like, yeah, please get it and film a review. It's the L'Oreal True Match Nude Hyaluronic Tinted Serum. So I got the shade 2-3, which is light. So it has a dropper. It's very serum-like is what I was trying to say. Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm really excited for this.
So this is definitely not a full coverage foundation. This is more of a light, dewy, I mean, it's called a skin milk, if that can speak to how thin it is, but she did say that it did a good job evening out her skin tone. So I'm just gonna go for it, and she straight up applied it like a lotion. I'm not gonna go that, I'm not gonna like rub it on, but I did just put a little pool on my hand, and I'm gonna dab it around, and then I am probably gonna use a beauty blender.
This feels like water.
Water?
Because of the hyaluronic acid in it. It is so liquidy. So I'm using a Real Technique sponge, and we're just gonna see what happens. This is not supposed to be a full coverage thing. Oh my god, it is so weightless. It's so weightless.
So I will say I'm hesitant to actually use my beauty blender because I'm worried that it's actually just gonna suck it up. So I lied. I'm gonna apply it just with my fingers. It feels really soft. It does almost feel like a lotion.
Oh my god, I'm really into this.
Yeah? Okay.
Okay. Look at us.
I would say it is not at all full coverage. I can still see like I have some recovering spots right here.
Same.
But it is definitely blurring.
It's very evening.
Yeah. Like
that's how I feel about mine too. Like I can see some of the scars left behind from like hormonal spots, but
yeah,
it did even me out and gave me a really nice glow. I'm gonna build it up a little just to see if you can.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna do the same. I don't think this is super buildable, but I also I went pretty light in the first pass, and so most of my uneven tone is redness in my cheek area.
I really love this.
It looks really
It's
good.
so like...
It doesn't look like you're wearing anything.
Exactly. It doesn't feel like you're wearing anything.
That's nice. You got pretty spot on with the color, I think.
I think I did.
Yeah.
Look at me.
The concealer that I ended up getting, as recommended by the internet, was the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer, but I'm slightly trepidatious because I tried Tarte Shape Tape and immediately returned it because I found it really thick and it's sort of like getting all up in my creases.
For sure.
So I'm a little worried because I think this is supposed to do the same thing.
So I picked up this L'Oreal True Match Eye Cream in a concealer in the shade N12 Pale. It's the fairest one, which isn't even that fair. So it comes in a little squeezy tube and the texture is quite interesting. Again, with the hyaluronic acid. Oh, you know, I bet you these two things go together. So we're gonna try that. I also have a concealer.
I'm gonna use this as well.
Oh, okay. Okay, I think I was shit-talking it too soon.
I don't know, I thought once you put it on the back of my hand, I felt really good about it. So it's very thin.
Yeah.
Wow, big doe foot applicator, just like Shape Tape. I'm gonna go really light.
Yeah, good idea. I'm using the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Eraser for dark circles. This is, again, is like a treatment concealer, but I do think it works nicely as a concealer, so I'm gonna go over that.
I said I went light, but this is a lot of product. I'm definitely gonna have to use the Beauty Blender on this one.
Okay, so that's just what I do with it. I don't put it in the center because that's where most of my wrinkles are, and I'm not trying to accentuate them.
Okay, I will say I wish I had gone with a slightly darker formula.
I bought another very trendy product, the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation in a Powder. Now, this is in the shade Linen 180, and I did touch it with my finger. I want you to touch it. Just
ooh, velvety.
curious, right?
But I've watched people put it on and they put it on with the dopey little brush it comes with.
Ew, no, I would use this.
No, they say it's the best. They say the dopey little thing is the way to go.
Because it's a sponge.
But they just raw dog it. It's dry, and I've watched people literally do that and then like wipe it on
I
their
know,
face.
me too, but I'm not doing that. I'm gonna try to use it as an under eye.
Oh, it's dark.
Yeah, okay. It's totally fine though.
Can I try it on my hand?
Yeah.
I mean,
Here.
it definitely, it's so
Soft.
wow, but it even feels like almost silicone-y in the way that it softens out. It feels good.
It does. So I just used translucent powder for a few minutes just to set it.
So this also was on like every single, I've seen this on TikTok a lot.
Yeah.
I was really tempted to get it. The only reason I didn't is because I have normal to dry skin, definitely on the drier side, and I worried that a powder foundation would just accentuate my dryness.
Yeah, it does say full matte coverage. So I think that's something to try on a different day, maybe, like all over my face. I would not use the sponge. I think I would use a brush just to kind of lighten up the intensity and full coverageness of the powder. So for spot concealing, I'm using something I already owned, which is the L'Oreal Age Perfect Radiant Concealer. I love this. I love it so much. If I didn't own it already, I would have bought it for this video. It's very reminiscent of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer.
The thing that took me the longest to find in the drugstore was a contour. I feel like just a lot of places don't make them. I also do at this point prefer a cream contour.
You want to use my Makeup Revolution one?
Well, I'll just try this one.
Okay.
Because I already know I like that. And I tried to find it and I couldn't find it. So I did end up going with the e.l.f. Putty Bronzer in the shade Honey Drip. It just feels like lip balm. And then I don't think this is actually the tone that I prefer for a contour. It's a little orange. This would be more of a bronzer normally for me. But I have that coming, don't you worry.
So I'm setting that concealer with the No. 7 Lift and Illuminate powder. This is also drugstore. You can get it at Target.
And one of your faves.
And I love it. It's just fantastic.
Yeah, you've been using that for a long time.
I also really like the CoverGirl Clean Fresh press powder, which would go, I bet you it goes with this. Yes, it does. With the Skin Milk.
So
You like that?
I don't
The
know.
tone is weird, huh?
The tone is a little orange.
It's just too thin, I feel like.
Yeah,
It's
and
good for no makeup days.
it's thin, but I also feel like it's not really blending out as easily as I would like it to.
Han, Healthy Active Natural Pressed Bronzer. You can buy this at Ulta, and it's great. I love it so much. I've used it a bunch, and it's kind of reminiscent to me of my Ilia bronzer, which you know I love.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna
Okay.
use that as contour.
I am going to use the Maybelline City Bronzer as bronzer. So I would say the e.l.f. Putty. I think if you are a very light makeup wearer,
Yeah.
I would use this. Yeah, I think it would be good. I think on a no makeup day, it's a good one. You probably could even just use it on like well moisturized bare skin if you have great skin and don't feel the need to use foundation. But I mean, I've just used better bronzers, but I think for the price point and
Yeah, I mean, it's $6.
I definitely think it's right for the right person. For me, I don't think I'm going to be reaching for it too much just because it is so thin. City Bronzer is actually a powder bronzer. And it is on the lighter side for me, but
Okay.
oh,
So
lot of product on that brush.
now I'm gonna go in with a more luminous bronzer, and I promptly broke it in the store, and they didn't have another one, so I couldn't even do that sneaky thing where I dropped it on the floor and then get a different one. Even the lady at the checkout was like, just go get another one. I was like, this is the last one. This is the CoverGirl True Blend So Flushed High Pigment Bronzer, and the shade is Sunset Glitz. So I'm using this as a bronzer because it does have a little bit of sheen, and I think people compared it to the Estee Lauder Bronze Goddess, which you know we love.
Yeah. Okay, I mean, this might be more what I'm actually striving for on a daily basis. Maybe I have been using bronzer that's too dark. Feel free to comment down below.
Okay. I approve of this. I like it very much. Quite like it.
Okay, so I'm getting a little bit of like a harsh line around that, so I'm just gonna take my Beauty Blender and just go right around the perimeter to try and soften it out a little bit.
Okay, are we gonna blush now?
Yes. So this is the Milani Baked Powder Blush in the shade 02 Rose d'Oro. Ooh. And these are really beautiful. Like they have like a little gold, they have gold flecks running through it. I have only ever dabbed into one of your Milani baked blushes, but I have wanted one for a long time. I've just never gotten one.
They're great.
Yeah?
You're gonna like it.
Yeah?
That one looks really gold.
Really peachy too.
I'm using the CoverGirl True Blend So Flushed. So this is the blush accompaniment to the bronzer. High pigment blush in the shade Sweet Seduction. And I thought this was such a nice kind of deep color for fall and winter. Oh, she likes it.
It's real pigmented though.
Yeah, I think that's how this is gonna be.
Wow, heavy pigment. Okay, again, probably the only OTM makeup tip.
Yeah.
Whack it on, buff it off.
Blend it away till it's practically gone.
Because now I am a clown. But I will say it definitely has some luminosity that I'm loving. That's thus the gold flecks in it, I guess. But
Oh my god, yeah, this is pretty.
yeah.
Really pigmented, just like the name says.
I know I said I was going around the perimeter, but now I actually feel like I'm just going over it. Did you watch Great British Bake Off?
No, because we started our movie night last night.
Oh yeah, Practical Magic.
Yeah.
Cute.
That movie has probably made me cry in the past, but I cried last night.
Like heavy?
Not heavy, but like a few times
A few times.
Yeah.
Which parts?
when she's digging up the floor because she knows her husband is gonna die. That one always gets me. When she lays on the floor, when the broom circle to get Jillian. Yeah.
Actually, it could make me do it right now. I don't know why.
It's just like it's such a pure movie. Their love for each other and their connection. It just made me really sad. Your blood, my blood, our blood.
I think it's also. I think it's also because congrats to Nicole Kidman and Sandy Bullock in that scene, because it just feels so real. They feel so desperate.
Yes. So yes, that's why I cry. Multiple times.
Yes, I mean that is top 5 favorite movie of all time.
I love it so much. It's such a beautiful film.
Oh, it's beautiful. Like the setting is wonderful.
Everything about it.
And the ants, I was gonna say, they're perfection. Okay, I'm still heavily blushed. And I just, at this point, I think we're just gonna rock with it. We're just gonna pretend like I'm a little bit sunburnt. In fact, let me put some along my nose like I'm an e-girl. And there we go. Look, I got sunburned. I was at the beach.
I actually like this a lot. I like yours too.
Yeah. They look good.
What do we do next? Highlight?
Highlight. I think I'm actually gonna go eyebrows.
Okay, I'm using what I've already owned.
Okay, I am trying something new.
Oh, I do have this though.
What is it?
It's a brow gel.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm gonna try the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the shade Blonde. My biggest complaint with pretty much all eyebrow products in the shade Blonde is that they are vastly different colors. There's no...
They're green?
There's no rhyme or reason as to some are red, some are green, some are just straight up orange, some are brown.
I'm using Browluxe Precision Brow Pencil because I have so many of them.
So this is definitely a more reddish color.
Let me see.
Than I prefer.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
You can make it work.
It'll happen. It'll just be what it is. Okay, so,
sad. Here you go.
Thank you. So for like strawberry blondes or just straight up redheads, that would probably be your color. I am then gonna go with the Browluxe with Danielle's and just try and balance out some of it.
I'm trying a new brow gel. This is the Wet n Wild BROW-SESSIVE Brow Shaping Gel in the shade Brown. Browluxe saved the day.
Browluxe, as always, ladies. Okay, and I'm gonna do another TikTok viral product, and that is the NYX Brow Glue.
Oh, I like this.
I'm slightly nervous about this because it is literal glue. Okay, so it's got the teeny tiniest wand. Yeah, I'm gonna scrape off a lot of product because I'd rather go light.
I really like this brow gel. I don't like to spend big money on brow gels.
Because it just seems crazy. I mean, you could pretty much use hair gel if you wanted to.
Yeah, but I like this because it does have a little bit of pigment. So I find myself, even on days where I'm not wearing makeup, but maybe I gotta turn my camera on for work or something, I'll just use a little brow gel just to kind of make myself look a little bit more awake.
I was noticing how good your eyebrows looked the other day. And I think it might have been that you had only used brow gel. This isn't terrifying to apply.
Good.
I am scraping off the brush and I can definitely tell, like I'm going back into the first one that I already put some in. I can already tell that they have started to stick, but I feel like this is giving my eyebrows really good definition.
Oh yeah, I like it. Shall we do this?
Wow.
Ooh, it's gonna be fine. Soft. Okay. Let's tell you what we're using. Revlon SKINLIGHTS Prismatic Highlighter, and the shade is Daybreak Glimmer.
Daybreak Glimmer. I have so much blush on. Wow, you went a lot of swipes in there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like sort of dab.
Oh, it's pretty.
It's a lot. Okay.
I'm gonna set my face.
Yep.
I'm using MILANI Make It Last Setting Spray. Prime, Correct, and Set. Oh, I guess you could use it as primer.
I'm going to use that same NYX Bear With Me Prime Set Refresh because it says I can.
Oh, it's wet as hell. That is wet. Holy Jesus Christ. Oh my God. I mean, wet.
Your X Games mode.
Yes. Wow, I've used that a bunch and I don't remember it being that wet.
I was gonna say, you've used that a lot.
Does it get wetter?
The wetter the better, baby.
I agree.
Okay, eyeshadow. So I'm very excited to try this, but I am most excited to try this e.l.f. No Budge Shadow Stick in the shade Copper Chic.
Swatch it.
The only thing I think is that it's like sparkly. Oh. But like, look at the, I love this.
Wait, it looks just like every eyeshadow stick I've ever used. Oh, that's beautiful.
Oh, that's lovely.
Yep, it reminds me of the Burberry ones. It reminds me of the Beauty Pie ones.
But it's so much thinner than my, I have some Bobbi Brown ones. It goes down to nothing.
Blend away to 0.
Yep.
Which that kind of sucks.
So actually, I'm not gonna start with this. I think I'm actually gonna run this along my lash line after I have laid down a little bit of the e.l.f. shadow. Did I get anything else?
This reminds me of like a mini Natasha Denona palette.
I think that's probably where it's, this one is called, I think this one's called Pumpkin Pie.
Pumpkin Pie.
Yeah.
Bite-sized eyeshadow palette, Pumpkin Pie.
Isn't
I
that
bet they're
cute?
all named after foods.
I hope so.
All right.
Well, let's just, you know what?
Do it.
Okay, so I'm gonna do, is that all clean? I'm just gonna do 4 fingers. I can't count.
Oh,
wow. Can you see that? I surely can't. I really like all of those. It really reminds me of my, is that a hot cocoa palette? My hot cocoa palette.
Hot Buttered Rum.
Hot Buttered Rum by Too Faced.
Can I use
It's
this?
similar shades, yes. I do typically prefer a cooler toned bronze because sometimes I think it reads a little reddy orange, but these are really nice. The 2 metallics that are in here are really beautiful. They're very thin. I'm not getting like any powdery kickback, which is really nice. So I think they'll feel really light on your lids and probably are a good blender.
I'm gonna buy this.
Yeah?
Actually, I'm gonna buy one of them. I probably won't get this shot. That's pigmented.
Oh. Okay, we'll go light.
So I'm using...
That's pigmented!
I saw what she did. I know where this is gonna go. We're both using this brown shade. It's beautiful. Look at this eye.
Okay, so I am shit at eyeshadow, as y'all know. So I'm just gonna blend, blend, blend.
Same, same, same.
Okay, so I'm gonna take the shadow stick that I was talking about earlier and I'm gonna run it along my lash line and then maybe smudge it out a little bit. And I wasn't planning on doing metallic eye look, but I might because I really like that palette.
Okay, so while Caitlin is doing that, I'm gonna use this new CoverGirl item. It's called the CoverGirl Exhibitionist Liquid Glitter Eyeshadow. I got it in the shade 1, which is called Flashing Lights. This is an identical dupe for the Stila things, for the Pixie ones that we've used in the past. I did swatch this on my hand and I learned that once you place it, let it be. Like, don't try to be blending it because there's glitter in it and it's a fucking mess, okay?
Okay. You know what's
I scraped off all the excess.
I'm like so proud of myself that I never ended up buying one of those Stila.
I still have one.
I wanted one so bad and I was like, you'll use this twice a year. And I never bought one and I'm really glad because I probably would have only used it twice a year. Okay, I really like this, especially in tandem with that e.l.f. color because I think it just lays over really nicely and it gives me extra definition along my lash line, but doesn't actually like, it's not sparkly like I thought it was gonna be. I'm gonna maybe smudge it a little bit.
I don't think I want to do this really. Because I feel like I need to build it up a lot and I'm just not in the mood to do that today.
But I like it, like, I think it's a wet wet.
It is a wet wet, so I'm just trying to do a little bit, just stopping at my crease because I've got hooded eyes. I would say don't buy this. It's just...
Would you just do the Pixie one instead?
Yeah, I don't like this feeling of my eyes feeling super wet right now.
Yeah.
It's fine, but I think I'm gonna go over it with my finger and some of your shit, honestly.
Wow, okay. This is also a lot of... Don't fall out, don't fall out, don't fall out. This is a lot of product that you get in this smudge stick.
Let me see. Oh yeah.
I haven't even gone all the way up because I am concerned that if I go all the way up, it will fall out.
Yeah.
But that's really nice. Like this is, I think it's less coppery than I thought it was gonna be, which is actually better.
Okay, so I just dipped my finger in Caitlin's palette and I'm just kind of going over that glitter crap.
So this is the shadow stick, and then these are the 4 e.l.f. shades. This is the one that Danielle and I both used primarily, this brown color. And then look how like foiled but thin. Like there's no chunks, there's no flecks of glitter. Actually, I don't think they even appear as good on camera as they do. This is probably the only color that I mostly won't use because it is so orange.
Remember how I said don't touch your eye after you put the glitter on? Yeah, don't do it. Dumbass.
Are you doing it?
Shoes on your hand, you dumb bitch. I watched that the other day and nearly peed my pants.
Best fuck friends.
Best fuck friend.
I forgot about that.
Right? Okay, so here's the thing. I did not like this CoverGirl. I'm probably gonna throw it away.
Yeah.
Or give it to some, I don't know anyone who wants to put that much glitter
I
on it.
liked both of these.
I really like this little baby palette, but with Caitlin, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna use that one shade that's super orange. But I do like the way my eyeshadow turned out in the end.
You know what, I'm gonna get bold. I never do this. I'm gonna take this a little bit on my lower lash line.
Oh, good idea. I should do that. I just feel like my makeup always looks better when I tie it together. Mascara.
Mascara, I'm very excited about this, you know.
You know.
My girl cannot find a mascara she likes to save her life. And by girl, I mean me. And so this was all over the all over the tiki-taki. And it is the Maybelline Lash-Sational Sky High Mascara. I did,
Is that waterproof?
I had to get it in waterproof because they only had Blackest Black for non-waterproof. And I don't think I want to wear black mascara anymore. Again, I'm trying to go for like slightly more natural looking makeup. And I think because I have such light hair and light lashes, they just sometimes look at us today. They just look stark.
So I went with an old favorite that you all know that I loved, and I think a lot of you guys bought it with an L in there. The L'Oreal Voluminous Original Mascara. First of all, it's a wonderful mascara. I ended up getting it in black because I just genuinely love it so much. I got it in deep burgundy again because it's fucking fall. And, you know, I use my lash primer to prime. Also L'Oreal Voluminous.
I forgot about your burgundy mascara.
Red Tears.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was really into it last year.
Oh.
Spiky.
It has
She's
this.
not gonna
It
like
has
it.
the scary wand. If you accidentally hit your eyeball,
Game over.
it will just ruin your entire day and all of your makeup because you will immediately begin crying profusely. So we're going to be very gentle with this. And again, you're not going to be able to see me do this because I have to hunch over my magnifying mirror like a troll. Okay, so I like how thin this wand is because I feel like I'm getting all of my lashes coated, but I'm not touching my upper lid. That is a huge pet peeve of mine, and also something that I just feel like I've had to live with, that I just always have mascara along my lash line on my lid. I hate it, but it feels like a ongoing problem.
It's just amazing. This is the only mascara I'll be wearing all fall long. It's just so perfect.
I will say also I think already really like the brownish black versus black. I feel like I can get really good like single lash definition, and they definitely are looking longer than my lashes normally.
Do they look sky high?
No, I mean my lashes will never look sky high. The wand, very flexible.
Let me see. Oh, I don't know if I would love that.
I actually do like it because it I think it's one of the reasons that I'm not getting it on my upper lid because it's actually like flexing with my eyelashes. These were also a heavy TikTok recommendation, and it is the NYX.
You want me to read it, honey?
Sure, thank you. All the way.
It's the NYX Shine Loud Born to Hustle lip color.
And they're dual-ended. So it is color on one side and then gloss on the other, I guess.
I think that it is gonna be...
Ooh, okay.
There's no shade name.
Very wet.
I got 4 of these Wet n Wild, I think it's called Mega Last High Shine lipsticks. I got them because they look like a direct dupe for Pat McGrath lipsticks because they've got these lips on them. So I got 4 shades. I'm gonna swatch them all.
So in addition to these NYX shades, I also got some of the Maybelline Lifter Gloss. Is that what it is?
Yep.
Lifter Gloss, one because of Danielle's recommendation and also because they are on all the TikTok lists. I got them in the shade Topaz, mainly because that's my birthstone. And then also Moon. The Lifter Glosses are straight up like clear gloss with only a hint of color. But I also picked up, and this would probably only be at Ulta because they're from Morphe. It's the Madison Beer for Morphe lip gloss in the shade Venus, and that I think is just really beautiful.
I love that. These are the Wet n Wild shades that I got. The lightest one is called Mad for Mauve. Then after that we have Firefighting, which is like that orangey red. Then the berry tone beside it is Raining Rubies, which is my birthstone. And And then the last one, the deepest one, is called Jam With Me.
So I applied this darkest lip color, and I try to go light because just based on what it whacked on my hand, it seemed like a lot of color, and I honestly just have not been wearing a lot of color on my lips recently. It's mostly been nudes. So I applied just the tiniest little amount of the actual color, but I feel like it sort of clung to where I'm a little bit drier on my lip along the edge. And then I went ahead and I applied the gloss that's on top, which I kind of like. It feels a little bit like lube.
Yum. I love this formula. This color does not look good with the shirt that I'm wearing, so...
Oh, it's your color though.
I'm going to put a little bit of Jam With Me over top of it, but the formula, amazing. Really, really nice.
Just because I'm a glutton, I'm also gonna go over that with a little bit of the Topaz. So like I mentioned before, this is very similar to the Fenty gloss. It smells almost identical, which is some sort of like, almost like orangey, vanilla-y, brown sugary. It's like warm, sweet sugar, but it's not just sugar. It's got like almost a little citrus in it. And this is Topaz.
That's my favorite one.
Is it?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna dab it on because it is thicker than I prefer.
Okay, I like that a little bit better for my
Oh yeah.
look today.
Ooh, what did you just put on top of it?
Jam With Me. This one.
Wow.
It's really nice. They're super, super comfortable.
Yeah, it looks
really,
great.
really easy to apply. You don't need a lip liner because it's not super opaque or anything. I'm into it.
Yeah, this is comfortable, but it definitely is going to smoosh off. Like if you drink something, if you kiss somebody, it's going to be all over your face, I think. Although, on my hand without the gloss on top, that shit looks like it's not budging.
I feel like it is supposed to be long wearing. That's why they give you the gloss to give it some life.
Yeah, look. So I'm not rubbing hard just because I have other shit around it, but just with a light to medium pressure rub, that NYX is not moving.
My standout products would be absolutely the Tinted Serum. Definitely both of these CoverGirl products, the bronzer and the blush, loved them. Loved the Revlon highlighter, the Wet n Wild brow gel. You know I like my L'Oreal Voluminous mascara, and then these Wet n Wild lipsticks. They're like $1.99 or $2.99. Amazing. So comfortable and like a balm.
Mine would be the CoverGirl Skin Milk. I am so happy with it. Really loved both of the e.l.f. eye things. This I would definitely purchase again in other colors, and they even have some really fun like purples and greens, and I think I would like to incorporate them, especially for this price point, which I think was like $7.
Cool.
And then I am thus far happy with the Sky High mascara, but I feel like a lot of mascaras I like on the first wear and then change my mind within the next 5 to 7. So I will report back. I would say skip the e.l.f. I would say the City Bronzer is good, but nothing to really write home about. TBD on the Camo Concealer. I'm happy with it right now,
Good.
but I don't know if it's because I use the corrector underneath or what, but I am really liking
corrector.
it.
I did like the corrector too. We'll definitely be using that.
Yeah, and then I think I really like the brow glue, and I would be very intrigued if they started coming out with the tinted version.
I still need to put the Infallible powder to the test. That needs to be on a day when I'm not wearing liquid foundation, I think.
Yes, I do think that that is to be worn alone.
But the only thing I didn't like was just the CoverGirl glitter shadow thing. It's too much glitter and not enough other stuff. Like there's no color.
Yeah.
Just glitter.
Okay.
These were fun.
Yeah.
Let's do more of these.
Yes, absolutely.
I love buying new stuff.
If you have recommendations for other drugstore products, if you've used any of the ones that we've mentioned here and you have thoughts, we'd love to hear them.
Absolutely.
But especially recommendations, because if we can find enough products to try out again, we will do it for you.
Not for us at all. It's not self-serving, I promise.
No.
Yeah, those are exactly like the Revlon
Okay,
ones.
wet. This is a damp paper towel that I have used to clean off all of the other makeup. I am not going soft. I am not going soft.
Oh my god, it reminds me of paint.
Holy shit.
That's on you forever. That's why you have to have the gloss over it, because otherwise you would have butthole lips in no time. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, all the things.
Yep.
TikToks.
Watch our last video. Watch our next video. Watch all the videos. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one.
And for now, we're gonna
cut it.
bye.
Bye.